I think that the Republican process, the Republican Party process right now, I agree with you. I still think Hillary, it's hers to lose. It's possible that she loses it. It's possible. She's demonstrated before she could have a 40-point lead and lose, though she was running against a stellar candidate, Barack Obama, who was a historical candidacy. But I think she started this race ahead 40 points, and now that's diminished in the course of this. I think she still ends up getting across the finish line because of the Democratic establishment in the course of this. The Republicans, I still, if you took odds, there's no big odds on it. I still think, as of now, Donald Trump, if the things play out the way they do, is going to be the Republican nominee.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
think people are there. I think there are a bunch of Republicans have been in denial about it, but I think it's very plausible.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly seems more plausible today than it did several months ago when it seemed like he was just a flash in the pan, right? That he was just grabbing headlines because he was famous. He's doing well. I mean, the real question, of course, is how well does his strategy, which is a much more national strategy, play out in,
I think that's a very good point.
Given that people like Ted Cruz have spent a lot more time in Iowa. And, as you pointed out, the early states do matter. This goes against my statement earlier that they don't matter enough in a sense that I think that if Bernie Sanders won them, that he could easily get the nomination away from Hillary. But they do matter to some extent. And I think if he does lose either one of those primaries, either one of those states, I do wonder how that's going to change his narrative, because his whole shtick is
I'm a winner.
I'm a winner. I win everything. I never lose.
I get deals. I do deals. I get them all done.
And so, besides the fact that in any regular presidential campaign, there would be a lot of scrutiny applied to the candidate who lost those races. I mean, I think it's doubly true for Donald Trump, given that that's what he's about.
I think Iowa for the Republicans, and maybe even for the Democrats, actually, is going to be more important than it's been in a long time, because I think for the Republicans, how this race pivots totally depends on that. If Donald Trump, in my view, if Donald Trump wins Iowa, he wins New Hampshire, he wins Nevada, he wins South Carolina, and he basically starts rolling to the nomination. If he loses, I agree with you. There's some question about when you're no longer a winner, do people start saying, well, that was a nice thing, I'm going to move on to something else?
Right. I mean, because it's all rhetoric, right? It's not like there's actually some policies behind that, what it means to win. It's just like he says, this is me, and extrapolate to the rest of the country.
It's a Broadway show that's just rolling out.